Are you struggling with feeling stuck in your life journey? Does it seem as if the challenges or conflicts that you keep experiencing are on repeat? Healing through feeling could be your new way through to a more satisfying life. Now, here's the host of the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide, Sharyn Nichols.
Welcome, everyone who is watching live and on Facebook live streaming. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Feel to Heal show with myself, Sharyn Nichols. And I am so excited to be here today. As always, I know I feel like sometimes I feel like a broken record. And you should all know that today is my 1 year anniversary. This 1 year ago today, I said yes. I was appropriately scared to have a weekly show, a podcast where I had to come up with topics. I had to then come up with things to say, and I had to come up with some sort of a formula for myself, and then just to make sense of life for myself. And it has been such an incredible ride. And I want to thank all of you who have been a part of this journey with me and for me. As I know I've said before, these topics, they work me each week. And it has been one of the best years of my life because I have been in constant awareness. I have been the most present than I've ever been in my entire life because each week I have to be in the moment and be aware of everything around me. And in producing a show, so many different things can go wrong, and I've been so lucky that there's just been a couple of little glitches that none of you would even know about. So that's a secret. So today's show is about secrets. And today's secrets. Why do we have them? Why do we keep them? Why do we tell them? And I love secrets. And here's another secret. I think one of the reasons why I became a therapist was because people tell me their secrets. I know a lot of secrets about a lot of different people, both some you know, because some of them are famous, and some you have no idea who they are. And I'm a vault. I don't share anything. And I finally learned that if it's not yours to tell, don't tell it. Because part of secrets can bleed into gossip. And because as soon as you share someone else's secret that's not yours, it then becomes gossip. Huh. If it's not yours, don't tell it. So I chose this topic because we all have things that we don't share with others. And it usually comes from this big, huge, great place of shame. And I know for me personally, I certainly have kept secrets about myself for a lot of the right reasons. And then I'm even going to say some of the wrong reasons, because which I will get into that because I guess I want to talk about shame first, because shame is not guilt. Shame is 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 also a negative emotion, just like guilt is, although they are completely different. Um, guilt guilt is something that you can actually make amends for, and you can apologize for and say you'll never do it again. Whereas shame is is a feeling that you have about yourself. And you don't apologize for shame. You can apologize for your guilt, because that means that you're taking responsibility and you did something wrong. Although shame is more of an embarrassment. I mean, you can be embarrassed about something that you did. Although if you're taking responsibility for it, then I'm going to say there shouldn't be any shame involved. And I say that so tongue in cheek because, of course, shame and guilt are definitely tied together. Although for the purposes of this conversation right now, we're just going to talk about shame when it comes to secrets, because you also could have guilt around some of the secrets that you're keeping. And we'll talk about that as well. However, first, we're just going to talk about shame. And shame, shame on you. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why are we so embarrassed and so shameful for some of the things that we did or didn't do at the time, or the things that we let happen to us, how we were victims? I think shame comes from being the victim when you had no control over it, and then even if you did. So, question, isn't the thought of shame a weapon that others use against us to control us? So yes, didn't even get there in terms of when we're asked to keep a secret. We'll get there. This is more about the secrets that you keep about yourself. Because first, we're just going to talk about ourselves and our thoughts and our feelings. And then, yes, I will absolutely talk about the secrets that we're asked to keep and what's involved in that. Well, I guess I could talk about it now. As a therapist, the first thing that I say in terms of confidentiality is there are three things that I must break the secret. I must break confidentiality when I am told of any type of abuse, when I am told of you wanting to hurt yourself, or you talking about hurting someone else. So there is no shame in any of that. It's about protecting yourself from you. It then becomes my job to protect me from you, or protect others from you, again, thereby also protecting yourself. Wow, this just popped into my head, so I'm going to go with it. The Oscars. So yes, I guess this week I've been thinking a lot about, oh my God, Will Smith and what transpired at the Oscars. And I, from my perspective, of course, don't know, we'll never know. And on some level, probably also don't really care. Is from my perspective, I felt shame for him. I felt embarrassment for him. He reacted to something so quickly in the moment. He did not, from what I perceived, did not even take that second that I've been talking about before you react. Take a breath, think before you act. And I felt such shame for him because he felt so, it looked like he was so embarrassed by what he did. Not even question of whether justifying whether he was right or not even going there. I'm just talking about what my perception of what Will Smith did at the Oscars. And it's not even judging him at all. There is no judgment in it. And I have a funny feeling that he wishes that he could have kept that a secret, because it was just a huge sense of embarrassment. Like, he embarrassed himself and he was ashamed of that. And that was also the sense that I got from his apology. Now, again, this is just my perception. yeah, I welcome other people's thoughts and feelings about it. I am not claiming that I am right. I do not know. I was not in his I was not in his mind when he made that decision to act. I just have been talking about taking a breath and waiting a moment um, before acting or reacting, because you can find yourself in a place of shame and embarrassment. And to me, that was just the perfect example. And so I'm actually even going to thank Will Smith for that demonstration for all of us, because we can all learn from it. So it's like, why are these things happening for me? So Will Smith shame and embarrassment happened for me because I think we all, I shouldn't say, I'm only going to really truly speak for myself. I took such a big deep breath for him in the moment, thinking that, wow, I know that he wishes he could, well, again, these are my assumptions, that he wishes he could take it back, because he probably would have liked to react differently. And so you have your thoughts, you have your feelings, ride the wave before acting. That's what that was. And I think that's where a lot of shame comes in. And so a lot of the reading that I did on this was, a lot of us as children would keep secrets from our parents because we were ashamed, like especially with our grades, because if our parents thought of us as being these really smart and intelligent little beings, and then for us to come home with an F. I mean, how many shows, how many television shows has this been written into, that somewhere along the way it's gotten so completely out of control that it's led to actually some sort of crime based on trying to cover up or get rid of. And so to me, this is always the funniest. um it's always just the funniest thing, because of course my heart always went out to the protagonist who was trying to cover up the secret of a failure, because they were so afraid of the consequences of the shame that it would bring upon them. And wow, I think also the biggest thing that I have learned about reading up on secrets is that there usually is always a coming back from them. Because once you can get past the shame and take responsibility and apologize, it then moves to the guilt part. And that's what I was referring to with regards to secrets and feeling guilty about you keeping a secret that you know could potentially be helpful to someone else. So we're going to take a break now. I think now seems like a good place to take a break, because when we come back, we're going to do a meditation that has to do with trusting your intuition, really working with your third eye. And it's going to then morph into the conversation about you trusting yourself with regards to the secrets that you keep, and when to tell them, why to tell them, whether they're self-serving or not, and or whether you can learn from them. And then also in there is also in there is then the oh my gosh, words have failed me. This thought just fell completely out of my head. And I promise you, when you come back from break, I'll bring it back. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for those joining us on Facebook as we are live streaming. I so look forward to you coming back after the first break. See you back in a minute.
At different times on our life journey, we can feel stuck and struggle with seeing our way through. What if the answer to the struggle is just to go deeper than the surface? By tuning in to Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols. You'll receive insight and guidance on exploring your feelings in order to heal yourself. Are you ready to create a more satisfying, peaceful, and successful life? Listen for the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Healing through feeling is possible. What if you could start living life as you were meant to, before all the conditioning and trauma covered up your beautiful soul? What if your relationships could deepen through a more authentic connection to your feelings and others? A more satisfying, successful, and peaceful life is attainable when you work with Sharyn Nichols, marriage and family therapist and life guide. Connect through her website, feeltoheal.com, or her email, SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com, to learn more about the Feel to Heal process. Isn't it time for you to start healing?
This is Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols. To participate in the program, join our live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also ask questions or comments by email by sending to Sharyn Nichols at feeltoheal.com. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Feel to Heal show with myself, Sharyn Nichols, on the Inspired Choices Network. And today's topic is secrets, the secrets we keep. And just before the break, I sort of did a little bit of an intro into what today is going to be about. And I now want to do a meditation on the third eye chakra that I am receiving from Cynthia Sageleaf at intuitiveandspiritual.com. This is such a wonderful opening of the third eye, which is, this sixth chakra. And it really, the third eye is about intuition and about opening, and it's truly about trusting yourself. And so if one of the secrets that you are keeping about yourself is that you actually don't trust yourself, this might actually help you in letting go of holding on to that secret. Just going to receive a breath. So let's find a comfortable place to sit, or of course, lay down and put your feet flat on the floor or tucked underneath if you sit with your legs crossed. Whatever position you feel comfortable in. And just be kind to yourself. If you need to shift, it's okay. Because when we meditate, it's okay to have the thoughts that are distracting. It's okay to be taken out of your thoughts by the sounds and the noises that you are hearing. Just always bring yourself back to the meditation, back to the sound of my voice, back to the sound of your own breath, always focusing on the breath. So let go of all of your expectations and allow yourself to just be. Be in this time of calm and silence for yourself as you listen to me speak. Allow your eyes to close and bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, the natural rhythm of your breathing. If you find yourself wandering your thoughts, it's all right. Bring yourself back to your breath. Welcome your thoughts. Let them come. Now let's receive 3 deep breaths. Breathing in deeply into your belly and then into your chest, and slowly releasing the air from your chest and then your belly, energizing the lower chakras. So bringing your attention to the root of your being, to the base of your spine. A tiny ball of red energy is spinning there. See this energy center as the red ball of light spins, and allow this to grow and surround your entire body. Move it up a few inches to just below your navel, just below your creative center. Notice this large orange light that spins there. So the red light is spinning around your root. The orange light is spinning around just below your navel. The orange light grows to the size of a marble and then even bigger as it surrounds your body. Now moving up to the belly button, a tiny light starts spinning there. It is yellow. It is the light of your self-motivation and your destiny. And as you inhale, this yellow light grows, surrounding to your chest, following your entire body. Now bringing your attention to your heart chakra, to the area of your chest, a tiny little light green spot begins to spin. This is the light of unconditional love, and as it grows, it surrounds your whole body. Unconditional love. This green light is spinning with unconditional love. Moving up to your throat, a tiny light, a little pin, the color sky blue, a light blue. Grow this light as you breathe in and allow it to expand around your entire body, all the way up to your third eye. So this red light is spinning around your spine, and it is your energy center. It's the root. It's what grounds you. And then we have the orange light going around your sacral. It's where creativity is. And then just above the belly button, till just to the chest, is the light. It is your motivation. And then we have the heart chakra, your unconditional love, green light spinning around you, light blue, light around the throat, which is where you speak, where you manifest. Now we have the third eye. And now you imagine this tiny little indigo blue light spinning, and it expands and expands around. This is your light of inner wisdom, intuition, and connectedness to the crown, which then allows this purple light above you, connecting, because we're all connected. The blue light, the indigo light that spinning around your third eye. Connecting you to yourself and to those around you. You feel your judgment of others diminishing, replaced by understanding and love. Through this indigo light, you feel your sense of intuition becoming stronger and stronger, and your ability to seek and find the truth grows with the balancing of this energy center that is resting upon all the other energy centers and connecting you out to the cosmos. You've got this. You have unconditional love, manifestation, inner knowing, trust, the universe, with groundingness into Mother Earth, your creativity, and then your motivation. You are one complete being. Breathing in. Breathing out. With each breath you take, you're taking in more of all that is there for you. You're breathing in your creativity, your inner knowing, your light, your wisdom, your unconditional love. Some affirmations. So repeat silently to yourself. I listen to and follow my intuition. I understand my purpose. I have a deep inner wisdom. I am connected to my inner self. I feel connected to all other beings and to the universe. I see truth. I am my truest self. I feel love and connection to others. Continue to keep this healing light that has energized you. As you breathe, the ribbons of this beautiful light weave in and around your forehead and in the space around you, infusing everything with connection and truth. Receiving a breath, receiving another breath, and knowing that this light is always spinning around you. Ease, grace. Receive another breath. Bringing your awareness back to your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, coming back to where you are, seated, laying down. Moving your arms and your legs, shifting, just moving this energy that is settled in your body. And when you are ready, allow your eyes to open. And just know you got this. You do. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, I'm so energized right now and so grounded and so just have a funny feeling that there's going to be just a lot coming out of my throat chakra. See you back in a minute or two. Thanks for tuning in to the Feel to
At
Heal
different
Show.
times on our life journey, we can feel stuck and struggle with seeing our way through. What if the answer to the struggle is just to go deeper than the surface? By tuning in to Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols, you'll receive insight and guidance on exploring your feelings in order to heal yourself. Are you ready to create a more satisfying, peaceful, and successful life? Listen for the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
How wonderful would it be to carry your favorite Inspired Choices Network host with you throughout your day? Well, now you can. Inspired Choices Network now has its very own mobile app. Our free app offers live streaming shows, along with thousands of podcasts and TV episodes. Our shows cover a wide variety of topics. Whether you're waking up with us, carrying us through the day, and taking us to bed with you, we're always here for you to enjoy. We're easy to find. Just search for Inspired Choices Network in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
Healing through feeling is possible. What if you could start living life as you were meant to, before all the conditioning and trauma covered up your beautiful soul? What if your relationships could deepen through a more authentic connection to your feelings and others? A more satisfying, successful, and peaceful life is obtainable when you work with Sharyn Nichols, marriage and family therapist and life guide. Connect through her website, feeltoheal.com, or her email, SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com, to learn more about the Feel to Heal process. Isn't it time for you to start healing?
This is Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols. To participate in the program, join our live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also ask questions or comments by email by sending to SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com. Now, back to the program.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's show. The topic is secrets. And I am Sharyn Nichols, and you are listening to the Feel to Heal show. And thank you for those who are still on Facebook and with the live streaming. I can't thank you enough for all of the support that I have felt over the past year, and that I'm not just speaking into a complete and total void, that this is landing somewhere, somehow, some way. So thank you. Secrets. Fascinating to me. I love humans. I just love some of the thoughts that I have, and I guess I want to talk about some of the secrets that we actually keep. So some people keep secrets for like 15 years plus. And so again, just talking about our own secrets. We'll get to talking about when someone asks us to keep a secret. So a list of them, a list of things that that we really don't want people to find out about. And so here are the 10 most common deep, dark secrets. An affair, an embarrassing incident, your web browsing history, debt, sexual fetishes, something in your family history, a phobia, something you bought, that you smoke or you used to, someone you're in love with. Now, I know I just read 10 and there's way more. I just thought that they were so perfect. And I wonder how many of those 10 have you kept and are you keeping? And have you told? So it's funny. I did have a conversation with my kids over this past week with regards to secrets. And there are some things that your parents don't need to know. Like, I hope that, in fact, I know my children do keep things from me, because there are some things that you just don't need to share with anybody, because, and those are the things, I suppose, that aren't attached to shame or embarrassment. Because, like, wouldn't it be great if we could just share with somebody our browsing history, that we actually looked up, something that's so completely outrageous? There was a time actually where I would not go online and look up certain things because I didn't want to be, if Big Brother actually is watching and listening, I didn't want there to be any history of me looking up certain subjects, even though the truth of it would be that I was either A, coming up with a topic for a show, or something that a client brought up, or just something that I was interested in or fascinated about, because I'm so fascinated about humans and why we do what we do based on our thoughts and our feelings. And some of the stuff is way out there and don't want to be labeled or judged. And I've moved past that. So it's not that I need to now go through all of these top 10, secrets that we keep, the dark ones. It's just what I want you to get from this is where it's coming from for you and why you are choosing to keep this secret. Because secrets can be harmful. And what I mean by that is keeping a secret could be depressing. It could be keeping you down and not, it takes a lot of energy to keep a secret. So this can affect you physically. I mean, when I was keeping secrets because I was ashamed, I know that I would sometimes eat more to stuff down my feelings, which in turn only ends up hurting me because A, my health is not good. B, I'm again putting on weight. So C, making me not feel good about myself. It's just all this intertwinedness. So I truly have stopped really keeping secrets about myself because I'm human. I've made mistakes. I make mistakes. I will continue to make mistakes. And you're going to judge me no matter what. So I know if I lead with, I'm ashamed about this, or I lead with, I'm feeling guilty about this, then maybe you'll just judge me a little less. Although you're still going to judge me. And here's how I know. Because I judge too. I'd like to feel that, I'd like to think, not feel, I'd like to think that my initial reaction or thought is going to be a judgment, because how can I not? It's what we do as humans. We put things into categories in order for us to make sense of it. We're constantly being bombarded by information, by things. And with regards to human design, 70% of us are here to respond. So we're constantly taking things in. And so part of the response is judgment. And so what do we do with it after that? So there is nothing, and I mean that now, there is nothing that anyone can say to me that they've either done or thought of doing that would shock me or surprise me. Nothing. There isn't anything. Because I truly do understand the human mind. And they're just thoughts. Remember, we don't have to act on them. They're just thoughts and they're just feelings, and we don't have to act on them. You know, I'm fascinated by all of the shows that are out there now, you know, on all the movies and the TV shows, all the live streaming, all of that, because some of them are so completely way out there. And I'm so fascinated by the mind that came up with these concepts or the ways to look at things, these different perspectives. And because if it's been thought of, and that's all that it takes, is just thoughts that have been put out onto paper, and then the aftermath. And you know, since this is this week of secrets, me growing up, the VC Andrews books, you know, or Flowers in the Attic, and the VC Andrews book was one of my favorites because it was just about one big huge secret. And this past month, the month of July, on Lifetime, they went back, and maybe it was even VC Andrews, I don't know, I did not do enough investigating, so I definitely could be quoting out of turn here. Although what I do understand is that they went back and they wrote a prequel, or they filmed the prequel. I don't know, maybe VC Andrews did write the prequel, and talking about all the things that went on and all the secrets that led up to this one big, huge secret. And it's just all a bunch of secrets. And why are we so fascinated by it? Why are we just so pulled in? Because we all have secrets. We all keep secrets. We all are so afraid of being found out about some of our secrets because some of them are so kooky. And then some of them are also just so normal. And the normal ones are the ones that we're usually probably embarrassed about, because if we consider it normal, then we shouldn't be, you know, the phobias, I guess. And even some phobias they're just normal. And why can't we just allow ourselves to just be and not get so caught up in the lower based energies of shame and guilt? So keeping secrets. Also, the amount of time that we spend ruminating on the secret is also can be very taxing to ourselves and our mental health. Because if we're spending so much time worrying about keeping a secret or ruminating on this huge secret, it's like it's the telltale heart. Edgar Allan Poe wrote a short story about the telltale heart, and in 3 sentences, because we need to go to break, somebody murdered someone and cut them up into pieces and put them underneath their floorboards. And then I guess when someone came to visit, the person who did the killing, I don't even know their names, just kept hearing the beating of the heart. And so therefore they were then compelled to share their secret because they could no longer keep it. So it's not about murder. It's just about the fact that the secret was so weighing heavily on them, and all they could do was get away from it. Anyway, Thank you so much for tuning in to the Feel to Heal show with myself, Sharyn Nichols, on the Inspired Choices Network. And when we come back from break, we're going to sort of wrap it all up. See you back in a moment.
At different times on our life journey, we can feel stuck and struggle with seeing our way through. What if the answer to the struggle is just to go deeper than the surface? By tuning in to Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols, you'll receive insight and guidance on exploring your feelings in order to heal yourself. Are you ready to create a more satisfying, peaceful, and successful life? Listen for the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Healing through feeling is possible. What if you could start living life as you were meant to before all the conditioning and trauma covered up your beautiful soul? What if your relationships could deepen through a more authentic connection to your feelings and others? A more satisfying, successful, and peaceful life is attainable when you work with Sharyn Nichols, marriage and family therapist and life guide. Connect through her website, feeltoheal.com, or her email, SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com, to learn more about the Feel to Heal process. Isn't it time for you to start healing?
This is Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show, with licensed marriage and family therapist and life guide Sharyn Nichols. To participate in the program, join our live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also ask questions or comments by email by sending to SharynNichols@feeltoheal.com. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back once again, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Feel to Heal show with myself, Sharyn Nichols. And we've been talking about secrets. And I think the reason why we like them so much, as I said before, is because we all have them. So let's talk about keeping someone else's secret. So before you actually even hear their secret, you need to know the seriousness of it. So you need to find out whether it's a little secret or a big secret. You need to find out how long you actually have to hold it, and if you can actually tell anybody. Because I know for me, I've certainly told secrets to people, and I've said, please don't share this with your spouse, or please don't share this with your child. And then I qualify, because I over communicate, and I will qualify where it's coming from and why I think they need to keep it, and or I'll just keep the secret to myself. So you need to also find out whether you need to keep the secret forever. And I have asked in the past if it's okay for me to share the secret with someone to help relieve me of some of the burden and or help me to process it for myself. So therefore, then I can help the other process their shame, because usually, or guilt, because usually that's where it comes. Secrets come back down to shame. Otherwise, we would just be open books. If we weren't ashamed of anything, why would it matter? Why would it matter what we said to anybody or what we shared with anybody? So you also can always stop the person from telling you. If you feel as though you are not going to be able to hold it, you certainly can say, you know what? I don't think you should tell me. Now, some secrets are actually fun to keep. The surprise ones, when there's a surprise party. And I love all those people who either A, mess up, or B, avoid the person's, because they're so afraid they're going to be the ones to blow it. So I just wanted to lighten it a little bit, because sometimes secrets can be good, can be positive when they are adding rather than taking away. I'm going to say that's going to be a positive secret. Of course, I do also need to, touch on family secrets. And no secret is worth keeping if you are being hurt or taken advantage of or abused in any way. Please do not hold that family secret. Know that there are people that you can reach out to that will help you work through your shame and your guilt and whatever it is that you are feeling, because no parent should ask a child to keep the secret of abuse. Then, of course, there are family secrets. Again, we all have them, which is why we like hearing other people's family secrets, so we can put them in some sort of hierarchy to see where we actually fall in them. And so truly it is about letting go of the notions and the ideas that that our secret is any bigger or better or less than or more than or in any way, shape, or form, because it just isn't. We all have them. I mean, sexual abuse and physical abuse is talked about so much more today because people are talking about it, because so many people were keeping in that secret for themselves out of shame and guilt. And so it's everywhere you look. So please do not think that you need to keep the secret for yourself anymore. Speak up. No one is going to look down upon you. No one. And if you are an abuser, get help. Stop holding that for yourself. Do something about it. It's out there everywhere you turn and look. I'm just breathing. You might not hear me. Secrets. Please share them if they are actually weighing you down. Please share them if you are protecting someone else because you are afraid of what they are going to think of you. Please do not hold on to the secret. We all have them. I mean, I'm assuming that you're thinking about all of your secrets right now and all the things that you're not telling. And I bet you, I'm going to even bet $1 million that a lot of the secrets you keep are the exact same secrets that I keep and that everyone else keeps, because we're pretty much all ashamed and embarrassed of pretty much all the exact same things. That's why that list that I read you is so spot on, and you, I'm sure, can recognize yourself in any of them. So thank you so much for tuning into today's show. Thank you so much. I'm Sharyn Nichols. You're listening to the Feel to Heal show, and I so look forward to seeing you back here next week. Take care, and thanks again for tuning in. Have a great week. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you for choosing to listen to the Feel to Heal with Sharyn Nichols show. Sharyn Nichols will return next Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 3 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. We hope you'll join us. Until then, give up the struggle, feel all you need to feel, and make this week your best one yet.